Good morning. It is August the 12th. It's a Friday. And it being a Friday, we're walking around the lake. There was no walk yesterday because I was tied up all day doing a master class for When Words Collide, which is the literary convention in Calgary that I'm guest of honor at right now. As we speak. It should be in Calgary, but they pulled the plug on it and decided to do it virtual again this year. Way too soon as far as I'm concerned. It should be going on right now in Calgary, but it's not, so I'm here. And if I sound a little hoarse, it's because I talked for 6.5 hours straight, or thereabouts. Hello. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading. Greetings from India. Greetings. My eyes are not focusing on it without my reading glasses this morning. Anyway, greetings. It's about 14 degrees, so it's cool at the moment. It's going to 29, so it'll be quite a bit warmer later on. Anyway, I spent all day yesterday doing this master class, building your book from the ground up. So I started right from ideas to developing novels, to writing them, to revision, to editing, and then on the publishing side as well, how to publish them yourself, or what's involved in publishing them anyway. So it was a long day of talking. And then last night were the festival guest readings, and so I was reading with, what's her name, Susanna Kirsty, is that right? And Terry Brooks and I. And you can find that on YouTube if you go to When Words Collide. They have a YouTube channel, and you can find a recording of those readings last night. And other stuff that's happening this weekend will be there as well. Tonight at 5, our time is the keynote address. As keynote addresses from the four of us. There's also Hank Philippi Ryan was the other author. And she wasn't able to make it last night for the reading. We'll be giving our keynote addresses tonight from 5 to 7, Mountain Daylight Time. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, I'm conducting something called the 7-sentence short story. But for that, you have to register with the con. I think it's a $20 registration fee through Eventbrite. But if you go to When Words Collide, When Words, not Worlds, When Words Collide, oh, these houses are sold that were for sale. Both of them. WhenWordsCollide.org, you can register and take part in the rest of the events over the next 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. What else am I doing? Tomorrow I'm doing Writers at the Improv, which is always fun. I'm getting interviewed by Cliff Samuels at 3 o'clock tomorrow. And Sunday, or something. Am I missing, not remembering something? Maybe. Anyway, Sunday afternoon is the Shapers of Worlds panel, where we'll be talking about the anthologies that I've kickstarted, featuring authors who are guests of my Aurora Award-winning podcast, The World Shapers. I've kickstarted 3 of them, and we'll be talking to some of the authors from volumes 2 and 3 are coming on, and we'll just chat about their stories and about the anthology. So that should be fun. That's Sunday at 3. Well, I know what else it is tomorrow, is the Aurora Awards. I'm up for 2 of them, so hopefully I win them. Hi, Kirk in Vancouver. I don't really expect to win. I never expect to win, but it'd be nice to win again. I've won 2 Aurora Awards. One for my novel Marseguro back in 2009, and one for the podcast in 2019. It was shortlisted again in 2020, and now it's shortlisted again this year. So we'll see what happens there. It's downright chilly at the moment, with a little bit of cloud cover Even a little bit of haze hanging over the lake, it looks like. So kind of a different look than some mornings. Through the tunnel. The steps are crumbling. Be careful on them sometimes. I think we will reverse the way I've walked the last couple of times. No, let's go this way. Forget. If I go this way, I can walk up through the garden. That's always better. So I won't reverse the way I've gone the last couple of times. Saskatchewan flags flying on the bridge. Last Monday was Saskatchewan Day. Civic holiday, but it's called Saskatchewan Day here. I can see just a little bit of haze on the lake this morning. People exercising. See at least one boat out there on the lake. Next question is, do we see pelicans under the bridge here? We'll know in a moment. Hear the water running over the dam here. This is what makes the lake, is this dam. Are there any pelicans? Not on the rocks. Oh, nope, there's one, two. There are a couple of them down there. Those white spots, 2 pelicans. Geese, there are always geese. Pesticide applied in the last 24 hours. Don't play in the grass. And the Saskatchewan Legislative Building ahead of us, of course. It did rain yesterday, so everything's quite moist, ground cover-wise. The air is moist as well. Here's our first dogs of the day. Also got some editing to do when I get back, and I gotta go get some cat food today, and I've got a bunch of stuff I need to mail, and never ends. See the sun just kind of peeking through, pale disk up there in the sky. Oh, there's somebody in a canoe coming into view. A canoe coming into view. It's a canoe or a kayak. It's more like a kayak and a canoe. Right. See how the gardens are doing. Okay, we've got somebody working in them at the moment. Maybe it's because of the moisture in the air, but I can really smell the flowers this morning. There's Walter Scott, the first premier, holding up the blueprints for the legislative building. One of his achievements. You can see the Queen on her statue there. I was here for the unveiling with my daughter when she was 3. She gave her flowers. My daughter gave the Queen flowers, not the other way around. On a very rainy day. In 2005. Like these big concoctions in the middle here. So we were standing right along here somewhere where we gave her flowers. Good morning, Your Majesty. Really smelled in here from this bank. Usual path up here, close to the building. There's the main entrance there. Someone's actually going in that door. I've never seen anybody go in that door. There's some gulls. And she goes. I just assumed it was locked. Apparently not. Unless she had some sort of pass I didn't see her use. Anyway, I won't go in. I suppose I could at some point go into the legislative building. It's a public building. Not sure if they have any restrictions on videoing, live streaming in there or not. Greetings from China. Fabian, good morning. Well, good morning here. Won't be morning there, I don't think. Or if it is, it's tomorrow morning. From my point of view. This is the Trafalgar Fountain dead ahead, which indeed was once in Trafalgar Square in London. Came over in 1939. I don't know for sure, but because of the timing, I assume it was kind of installed at the same time as the King and the Queen Mother came through. Later to be known as the Queen Mother, came through on their royal procession across Canada just before the Second World War. Oh, and there goes a canoe just really close to the shore there, going by. This lines up with the bridge over there and lines up with the other fountain, which is a Aeration Fountain over there. This is an ornamental fountain, obviously. With the dolphins down here spitting out water as well, down underneath. And of course, well, here's the actual plaque. Let me see if it connects it to the... oh, no, actually. This fountain honors the establishment of the headquarters of the Northwest Mounted Police in Regina in 1882, and the officers and members who contribute to the orderly settlement of the Western Plains, dedicated in the presence of the Right Honourable Viscount Amory of Tiverton, British High Commissioner to Canada on August 2nd, 1965. Oh, I thought it was here much earlier. So why did I think it came here in 1939? I've been lying. 1965. Well, much later than I thought. Maybe it was that it stood in Trafalgar Fountain, Trafalgar Square until 1939. Maybe that was the difference. I don't know. Maybe that's where the 39 came from. Oh, they've got racing training going on over there on the lake. That's all the shouting is. I don't know if it picks up on the mic. See them over there. Flying along. Roberts Plaza over there is the tall apartment building. Tennis courts over on our right. I walked by them last time. I can hear people playing tennis over there right now. Just going to make sure I'm focused in the distance again after that brief look at the fountain plaque. Why is he pulling a trailer? Don't know. Sure, we'll see the rowers again as we continue on. Over here is the Holodomor Memorial for the Stalinist, communist genocide of Ukrainians. Saskatchewan, as I often mention, was the first government to recognize that as a genocide. Russians killing Ukrainians. It's a theme down through history. We've had a number of Ukrainian refugees come into the province. I think there's another 200 coming in by plane maybe today. Climate-wise, they should adjust well enough, and even landscape-wise, wheat fields and all that. And there are a lot of Ukrainians in Saskatchewan, so it should be a welcoming place for them. Take a little turn around the pump house here. Another one of the aeration features. It's this outflow pipe here. And that's Spruce Island over there, which is not accessible. It's meant as a wildlife habitat. Here you can see the outflow pipe. What you can't do is smell the water, which is not very fresh coming out of there. Doesn't smell very fresh. There's a lot of algae in the water this time of year. So it's quite green. I need smell-o-vision, that's what I need. I need to be able to... And you could have smelled the flowers back at the park and smell the water coming out of the pipe there. Lots of picnic tables off in the woods here. Nobody at them this time of day, or this day of the week. And then there's the totem pole, which I've gone over and looked at a few times, but I won't today. But it's right through the trees there. Get a little better look from the back here. Lots of people walking on a Friday morning, especially when it's going to be hotter later in the day. Come out early to be in the cooler air. There's the old guys. They're always walking around the lake when I walk around the lake. Morning.
Morning. Nice to get that little bit of rain yesterday. Oh, yeah.
That's a regular group of guys, and they get together and walk around the lake.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi there. Thinking nice to see me.
I always think of them as the old guys that walk around the lake, but I guess I'm an old guy that walks around the lake, so probably shouldn't. For all I know, I'm younger, I'm older than some of them. Don't feel like it, but I guess I am getting up there. Always geese over there too. More dogs. Had big dogs, now we got little dogs. Morning. And then a baby. And another dog. Me, I have a cat. Don't have to take him for walks. In fact, he's not allowed out of the house. I think it's still very, very green because it's been quite a wet summer. By our standards. And this is a semi-arid climate, so sometimes it can be really dry, and droughts are not uncommon. So when you have a wet summer, you do notice it. That's the Wascana Rehab Center over there. Just peeking up through the trees. My walk over to the university the other day, I went down a whole line of these trees that are actually purple this time of year, and it looked kind of unusual actually. I didn't really notice it when I was walking there, but when I looked at the video and I saw these purple trees, it's kind of a different look, like an alien planet look. The trees are purple instead of green. I mean, I presume they still have lots of green, chlorophyll in those leaves, obviously, but there's some other pigment that masks it, makes it look purple. Another little dog. Seen a little bit of yellow here and there in the trees, but not too much. But it's about this time of year it starts to show up. Morning. Like over there, sun's starting to show up. As we age down towards the fall, which is now only 5 weeks away, I guess. Here down the hill. City over there, shining through the trees. The The mist makes it look a little more interesting, actually. We'll get a better look up here. I don't know if we will or not, actually. We'll get more trees up here, but is there a view through here? Yeah. You can see there's downtown shining in the distance. Land Surveyor's Monument. I think I'll go on to Pine Island today. I didn't go the last couple of times, so I'll go over there today. That's up there where that bridge is. Trimming the weeds. Oh, there's a good view of the downtown. Kind of lit up with the sun starting to shine on it, but with the mist as well. There's another smell, the smell of cut weeds. So we'll go over to Pine Island today. I haven't been over there for a while. See if they've still got the walking under the waterfall area blocked off. I presume they do. It seemed like a permanent thing, even though you used to be able to walk under there all the time. For years you're able to walk under there. And they've suddenly blocked it off this year. There's Spruce Island over there again. The next bridge we'll go over, that one over there, Broad Street. There's lots of ducks along here. Usually lots of geese on the island. I'll go right this time first, because I usually go left. And this is why it's called Pine Island. It mostly has pines on it. Artificial island. All the islands in the lake are artificial, just like the lake itself is artificial. Some vehicle up at the top of the waterfall. I wonder if it's even on. If they're doing some kind of maintenance. Street Bridge over there, Wascana Marina over there. We'll go by all of those things shortly. Brings us back around to downtown. Here's the waterfall. Nope, they have got shut off. You know, no access, and I find that very annoying. I presume, I don't know, did somebody slip or something and they suddenly decided they couldn't let anybody walk under there? I don't know. It's actually open on the other side. I could have come around the other side and walked under it. Anyway, that's the waterfall. That's an aeration peak. So I could, of course, duck under this thing, but I won't. Alright, well, we'll have to go up here if I decide to go up. Let's see what they're doing up there. Oh, they're right at the top. I'll go up anyway. Pretty steep slope here. And you can look out over the top of the waterfall. There's the edge of it, which is almost invisible. But it is. He's working down there, so I'll take this path down instead. Morning. That's Spruce Island over there again. And this is the building they built for the Canada Summer Games, kind of a timing stand. See, the graffiti vandals have been at it. People who do graffiti are the most self-entitled, selfish, I have no words to describe how low I think of people who do graffiti. It's just vandalism. They like to call themselves artists, but it's just vandalism. There's the ducks I mentioned. And it's been vandalism for all of human history, because of course there's graffiti going back to Roman times. There's vandalism then, there's vandalism now. All those 19th century Europeans who would carve their initials into ancient monuments in Europe. I guess they were talking when they went by, so I knew they were there. I really hate cyclists who go by without giving you any warning, because you literally have no idea they're there. And all you have to do is go, oh, look over there at the wrong moment. And you wouldn't do them any good. You wouldn't do yourself any good either. So, I don't know what's with this little platform here. It doesn't really look like it's used for launching anything, but it could be, I guess. More sun poking through up there. Comes a lot of the carts they use for maintenance tasks. Always lots of geese down here, and other birds. This little inlet, or bay, I guess it's a bay. Oh, bay! I think that might be there's something there I don't quite recognize. Is it just the angle? It looks like a darker bird and maybe a different body build than some. Not sure what that is. More dogs. Bigger ones again, the little ones we had last time. It's the Connexus Art Center over there. Puts us looking back across the creek now at the ledge. The lake, I mean. Yeah, I don't know what that is, because it's sitting upright. Almost looks like a cormorant, but I didn't think the neck was long enough for that. I don't know what it was for sure. But not the usual duck or goose, whatever it was. Like these guys, they're ducks. Can't fool me. This is the Broad Street Bridge. Why do I hear music? Somebody's playing the flute under the bridge. Over there. His head's cut off, but that's what's happening over there. Don't know if you can hear it or not. So now we can look back at Pine Island and the waterfall over there. Next stop, well, not stop, next landmark is the Marina. Someone's got a kayak there. Looks like they're getting ready to launch, or else they just pulled it out, one or the other. I'm starting to see berries in some of the trees. That's another sure sign of fall. Yeah, you can see them there. All these bushes always have lots of berries on them. They're not edible berries, you wouldn't want to eat them. But they're there. See, no warning he was there. Definitely a kayak. Very popular parking lot for anybody doing anything around the lake. There's 2 or 3 of them you can choose from. Clearly either launching it or have already launched it and are putting it away. Up here are the dragon boats for the Dragon Boat Festival, which I presume is happening this year. I see a line of water leaving the boat launch, so I would say somebody just recently took a boat out of the water. Here's the boat launch. I can go down and walk by the dragon boats. Maybe I'll do that today. I haven't done it. I've only done it once, I think. But there's a way up at the other end, so if you go down here, let's go take a look at the dragon boats. That's Bar Willow up there, it's called, and Lake Taco in that building. Lake Taco is like a food counter you can get stuff at, and Bar Willow is more the restaurant bar. So these are the dragon boats. People have teams and raise money here. And there's a Dragon Boat Festival, or there has been in the fall usually. I assume because they're out that that's happening, although I haven't heard anybody practicing yet. And down at the end are a couple of full-size canoes. Oh, I guess I can't come over. I thought I could go up here, but you can't. You just get into the water, so I have to go back the way I came. Anyway, there's the view from the marina. Now you get to see the west side of the dragon boats. Funny, they look much the same. For example, that one obviously sponsored by SAS Power and various other sponsors there. I don't know what the funds go to, but it's been something they've done for years and then didn't, obviously, like anything else, for a couple of years. So I hope it's coming back this fall. You can see the deck there for Bar Willow. Nicest deck in the city because it has a view of the lake. And they've enclosed it so you can sit out there in the rain. At least part of it has a roof on it. Part of it, I'm sure, is still open. More dragon boats, and we come around into the rowing club.
Yeah, they do.
Clearly a school or a kids' camp of some sort. Well, one of them seemed to be wearing a military outfit. One must be a cadet of some sort. Getting ready to do something over there involving boats. There's your rowing club. I smell food. It's not fair. I'm hungry. Even though it's only 9 o'clock. The ledge is always there as a landmark. The next landmark is the fountain, the Aeration Fountain I pointed out from the other side when I was by the Trafalgar Fountain. It's just through the trees up here. Maybe I'll go up the steps to the lookout this time instead of just going over the bridge. So we will take the path to the right here where there's a fork in the road. Instead of going over the bridge there, we'll go this way. And around the fountain, which probably doesn't smell very good for the same reason that the outflow pipe didn't smell very good, but there she blows. You get around here, you can see the fountain and the bridge, nicely framed. And then we've got it lined up directly here under the bridge. There's legislatures directly behind it, and you're lined up with the Trafalgar Fountain that we were at earlier. Now either go up there or go over here. Actually, I never follow this path, so I'm going to do this. Picnic facilities everywhere. This is not exactly a formal path, but it's clearly a used path. City showing through the trees. Downtown, I mean. We're in the city, but it's downtown. Despite it seeming quite chilly when I came out, I'm plenty warm now. And the humidity is making it, the sweat run down my face. Just thought you'd like to know. Kid on the bicycle, probably going to the rowing club for the camp. Looked about the right age. There's HMCS Queen over there, the landlocked ship that I point out every time. Doing something. Not sure what. Looks like they might be replacing windows. Maybe they call them portholes on HMCS Queen, but I wouldn't think so. There's the bridge over there. Albert Street Bridge. And our house is right in that direction, behind those trees. Yeah, it looks like new windows, probably what they're putting in. Or something with the frames, at least. Interesting. HMCS Queen, and as I've said, there's one in Saskatchewan called HMCS Unicorn. So they're run like ships, but they're buildings. And it's where the naval cadets hang out. My brother was in the Navy, the U.S. Navy, briefly. He had a medical discharge. But my nephew made a career of it and was in the U.S. Navy for about 20 years, I think. And served on an aircraft carrier overseas. Stationed in Pearl Harbor for a while, which was nice. Should have visited him while he was there. Never been to Hawaii. Lives in Washington State now, I believe. He was a prison guard in Kosovo, or was that Iraq? He was in all the fun places, as well as Hawaii. And yeah, he served on the USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier for a while. Some yellow in that one. I think he even served on the Constitution, the sailing vessel that continues to be kept ship shape. Although it rarely goes anywhere, they sometimes take it on a tour around the bay. I think I'm remembering that right. So he had an interesting career for sure. At one point I had to unfriend him on Facebook because he was doing work that they didn't want anybody to be able to find any connections to him. Well, we're about 2/3 done here. Around this little overlook. This is where you would go down to get on a boat if you're going over to Willow Island over there. Oh, I haven't been up here for a while, so I'll pop up onto this overlook. Give you a good view of Willow Island and kind of a panorama of this part of the lake. Over there. Willow Island. See, there's a landing stage over there. So you can go over there, you can rent it for picnics and stuff. Those buoys over there would be connected to the racing canoes that we saw earlier. There's one boat still out there on the lake. Canoe or kayak. And then the north shore of the lake. And if you'd like to, here's the information for how you rent or book Willow Island. I don't know if there's a fee or not. You might just be able to book it. Don't know how often that happens. I've never been over there all the years I've lived here. Another popular parking lot. This one plays an important role in my books, Shards of Excalibur, because the Shards of Excalibur start right here when the Lady of the Lake from King Arthur shows up in that patch of water right there. And there's another kind of an important thing that happens in this parking lot. So she tells this teen from here, Ariane, that she has to find the scattered shards of Excalibur before Merlin can. And he has disguised himself in the modern world as, it might be muddy over there after the rain, maybe I'll take the long way around. A computer guy named Rex Major. And there's this boy, Wally Knight, and the two of them kind of get this quest, and that takes us through the 5 books. And they go all over the world because Ariane has, with the lady's power, can transport them through water and through clouds. I highly recommend reading the books. Buy the whole set. Buy multiple copies for all your friends. And your enemies. If they don't like it, he'll be making them suffer. No warning from that biker. I didn't know he was there until he went by. I'll take the long way around up here too. I took the shortcut last time, I think. What that bird was, it was quite a bright yellow. I just caught a glimpse of it as it flew by. Not your ordinary sparrow, whatever it was. again. No warning she was there, but at least I heard her coming. Over there is the university building, college building it's called. Another one without a bell. Up there's where they're building the new Wascana pool, which will be open next summer. See a bit more through the trees here. Starting to see the same dogs I saw on the other side of the lake. Back into view of the ledge. Now, where's that kayak I saw? Is it already gone back down the other side, maybe? Don't see it anywhere.
Yes, it is. No, yeah, it is. It is Friday.
Up ahead is the other Aeration Fountain. Keeps oxygen in the water for the fishies. Oops, caught in my arm there.
And then it gives you your heart rate, it gives you your dystolia.
Let's see old guys walking around the lake again. I think I got further faster than they do. I'll go over here. I don't usually walk over here, so I will today. Oh, is that Davido in Nigeria? Good morning. Funny you called me Eddie. Generally the only people who call me Eddie are people I knew from Weyburn, and that was 40 years ago. But it's a perfectly good name. I was Eddie for all the time I was growing up. The gazebo. Fountain in the lake and the ledge over there. The jogger. More geese. Pretty much sums up what you see around the lake. Joggers, dogs, geese, and the legislative building. Oh, and water. At least he had some music playing so I could hear him coming. Barely. I think I'll go up here just to be different. Up through the trees. Go by this interesting sculpture up here. That's where they've been staging materials for the pool. Normally that's just grass over there where that fence is. Yeah, because this is kind of a cool sculpture I don't go by very often. Because it's kind of tucked over here away from the pathways. I can never remember what it is until I look at the plaque, which is A diversity legacy project commemorating the 100th anniversary of the settlement of people of African ancestry to Regina, Saskatchewan. Hey, now I was just talking to you in Nigeria. The vision of this project is to engender a community where all residents have equal dignity and opportunity. Newcomers are welcome to build relationships in a future full of hope, and diversity is celebrated and recognized as an indispensable resource. Oh, it's kind of cool. But beautiful scenery. It's a pretty part of the city. The lake. Downtown is that way. Such as it is. We're also a small city, which, you know, only 220,000 people or something like that. Okay, I'm going to walk back over this way and go back down. Still going to go through the tunnel and the bridge. Because you can wait a long time to use the crosswalk up here. And I always feel a bit stupid stopping the traffic when I know there's a perfectly good way under the bridge right over here. Oh, there's also a lot of mosquitoes in the grass here. I knew that. This is Speaker's Corner. This little paved area here. And the lanterns over there actually did stand in Hyde Park in London at one point, where the real or original Speaker's Corner is. Back down to the bridge. They used to call it the longest bridge over the shortest body of water, which I don't know if that's an actual category, but it would probably qualify because the bridge is quite long and the actual water is just that one segment in the middle that it goes over. Anyway, Albert Street Bridge. Back through the tunnel, and then we're just a couple of blocks from home. Back down here to Angus Boulevard, and then onto Angus Crescent, and then we're home. Well, I am. Again, I like that house. Harrington Mews, where Wally Knight lives in the Shards of Excalibur series, my YA fantasy series. He lives right down at the end in a fictional house in a real location. Oof. This is Angus Boulevard. It has a nice gardening thing happening down at this end that residents have put in. Those flowers and plants. Again, these houses were for sale, I thought, just last week when I walked by, and now they show sold. So they both sold pretty quickly, I think, since I first saw the for sale signs. This one I don't know what it's like inside. It's probably very nice inside, but it doesn't present much to the street. unlike this one, which is very much about the front of the house with a lovely awning. Some of these others along here. It's an old neighborhood by Regina standards. Most of the houses here are probably getting close to 100 years old. Ours was built in 1926, so we're getting close. This is Leopold Crescent, one more block here through the alley with Davin School down there at the end where my daughter went to school. Sometimes I think I'm seeing yellowing leaves, but it's actually seed pods from the various trees. And just a little ways down to the left, and I'm home. Alright, I'll stop here. So thanks for walking with me. I doubt I'll walk tomorrow because I'm quite busy with the Windwards Collide stuff. In fact, I may not walk on the weekend at all, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll get in at least one. But that's it for now. So I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.